What's in a nameplate, you might ask? Looking at the way politics is unfolding from Uttar Pradesh to Himachal, we can say a nameplate, viewers, can trigger U-turns, hypocrisy and, of course, unending war of words. A day after Himachal Pradesh Minister Vikramaditya Singh publicly said that the Congress government in the hill state is planning to implement a yogi-like nameplate rule for eateries and food vendors for the sake of food safety, the Sukhu Sarkar has now done a big U-turn. We're learning from top sources that after facing condemnation from their own leaders and allies for aping the Yogi model, Vikramaditya Singh was reprimanded by the Congress top brass for his statements. In fact, not only the Chief Minister, even the state has backtracked on its decision. The Congress government in Himachal Pradesh is now saying that displaying names of vendors and shop owners is not mandatory, and a final decision on the same will be taken after talks with stakeholders from all sides. Watch how Vikramaditya Singh changed his statements on the nameplate rule after being reportedly pulled up by the Congress leadership.
जिस तरीके से उत्तर प्रदेश में भी वहाँ पर भी जो रेडी फड़ी वाले हैं खास करके उनके लिए ये मैंडेटरी किया गया है कि वहाँ पर जो है आपको अपना उसमें नाम और आईडी लगाना होगा। तो हमने भी इसको यहाँ पर पूरी मजबूती से लागू करने का निर्णय किया है। ये यूपी से इसका कोई लेना देना नहीं है। आपने ही कहा यूपी उस दिन उन्होंने पूछा मेरे से, मीडिया ने उस दिन पूछा तो उन्होंने ये कहा कि वहाँ पर भी बनी है, मगर उसका हिमाचल इज अ सेपरेट स्टेट, हिमाचल का यूपी से कोई लेना देना नहीं है।
Earlier, Vikramaditya Singh has defended the decision as one that is being taken to maintain internal security in the state. He also said that no matter who the vendor is, a resident of the state or an outsider, he will have to go through the process of ID verification. Vikramaditya Singh, the Himachal PWD minister's stand was condemned not only by senior Congress leaders such as T.S. Singh Deo, but also by Congress party's ally in Kashmir, the National Conference. National Conference has come out to say that if the insider versus outsider issue is being casually raised, it will further marginalize the Muslim community, and he's further asked if Rahul Gandhi is aware of the decision of the Himachal government. BJP, though, is accusing the Congress of opposing a pro-people decision to appease its vote bank. Listen in to these reactions.
Can easily be seen to be and actually is and can be discriminatory and which can affect the business of that establishment negatively. We don't have any reason why we should do that. And as far as the Congress High Command is concerned, the minute they say no, what the Himachal government has done is right, then as a Congress person, I would keep shut.
तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति ऐसी है कि अच्छे कदम का भी विरोध करना है तो विरोध करते करते विक्रमादित्य सिंह को फटकार भी लगा दी। कांग्रेस हर अच्छे कदम, राष्ट्रहित के कदम को किस प्रकार से कम्युनल चश्मे से देखती है और वोट बैंक की राजनीति के चलते कैसे अच्छी पॉलिसी को भी विरोध करती है, इसका परिचय आज मिल गया।
इसकी आवश्यकता इसलिए लग रही है क्योंकि हिमाचल प्रदेश की हर गली में हम देख रहे हैं ऐसे बहुत सारे लोग आ गए हैं जिनकी पहचान अभी तक हमको नहीं है, बाहर के भी हैं, हमें कोई आपत्ति नहीं, लेकिन सिर्फ एक बात को लेकर के हिमाचल में आकर के अपनी पहचान को क्यों वो छुपाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं।
ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है कि उनको बाहर तख्ती लगानी पड़ेगी कि हमारा ये फला की दुकान है, मेरा नाम ये है, ये सब कुछ नहीं है। वो रेगुलेट करके ताकि रेहड़ी पटरी वालों को बैठने की सही जगह मिले और उससे ट्रैफिक भी डिस्टर्ब ना हो, क्योंकि पहाड़ी इलाका है, बहुत छोटे रोड होते हैं। तो इस दृष्टि से वो किया गया है। विक्रमादित्य ने भी इसमें स्पष्टीकरण दिया है कि सिर्फ रेगुलेट करने की बात है, वो कोई योगी पैटर्न पे या वहाँ तो उस चीज हर चीज़ को राजनीति तो कम्युनल उससे करती है। हाँ, ये वो बात नहीं है।
Let's take this across to our guest now. Joining us, Shivam Chabra, spokesperson of the BJP. We have R. Rajgopalan, senior journalist, joining us. Joining us also is Nikul Patel, leader of the Congress party. Sanjay Jha is author, joining us on the show. Let me begin with you first. Sanjay Jha, what's going on within the Congress party? Here you have on the one hand leaders who are coming out to say that the decision of Vikramaditya Singh is wrong. That that this is not something where it's seen to be discriminatory in terms of the decision of the nameplate of UP being repeated in Himachal, and now Vikramaditya Singh taking a complete U-turn 24 hours later. What exactly is happening here, Sanjay?
Madhav, good evening to you first and to my fellow panelists. I'm glad that the Congress party has actually sent out a message that ensures that this decision will not be implemented. And full credit must go to the Congress High Command, to Mr. Kharge in particular, as well as the other people in the leadership. The truth is that the decision that was announced by Mr. Singh appeared to be very unilateral. I'm astonished as to how Vikramaditya Singh was not aware of the pushback that Yogi Adityanath's government got. Even the Supreme Court had to put a stay on it. So if anybody's read the Supreme Court statement, they would have understood that this is basically prima facie an anti-constitutional decision, because it can affect the livelihoods of people, and worse, it creates social segregation and polarization. So I think the Congress has done the right step, but it's also very important to send out a message to the Congress leaders across the country to stop playing parochial and petty politics. The BJP has anyway divided and subdivided this country at great harm to our democratic polity. The Congress today has to do the heavy lifting to protect India's constitution, to ensure secularism is respected, and that India gets back on the right track.
All right. Nikul Patel, do you agree with that perception of Mr. Sanjay Jha? He says that the BJP is doing the division within society. Why are leaders within the Congress aping that model?
See, firstly, I would like to say that both things are different. If you see Yogi Adityanath G decision regarding the nameplate on each and every place on the Kawad Yatra road. Over here, if you see, there is a committee on street vendors policy. And the committee includes both BJP and Congress legislature. And they were discussing it. And then Adityanath comes with some statement that it has to be like this. But ultimately, as rightly said by Sanjay Jha Sarji, that here we don't want to discriminate anyone, and over here now it's the Congress who is deciding that we are not going to implement this. It was just a thought process. Might be the minister might be feeling it, and he had reviewed his analogy. But over here, don't try to compare with the mindset of Bharatiya Janata Party, which had put that rule, which was literally removed by Supreme Court. So that is what I want to say.
Okay. Shivam Chhabra, how does the BJP look at this? Is it very different if what's happened in UP and what was proposed in Himachal and now a U-turn has been done? Nikul Patel says don't compare the two.
Madhav, the politics of appeasement has taken over a decision taken by the Himachal Pradesh government in the interest of the society at large in Himachal Pradesh. Now it is the Honorable High Court has already given they've already submitted the fact that, the government should come up with a vending zones and vending policy in the state so that things could be managed better. Now, if in that course of formulation of that policy, if this decision was being taken, I think everybody should have welcomed it, including the Bharatiya Janata Party, and so we do it. But unfortunately, as I say, the retract of the Congress government, the retract done by the the Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh, and I think the reports that have been coming in are absolutely sad and astonishing. I mean, it was a decision that was taken in the welfare of the people at large, so that the hygienic city of the street vendors could be maintained, the identity of the street vendors could be maintained. But as I say, the appeasement politics has taken over this fantastic kind of an initiative. It's sad. I don't know how Vikramaditya Ji is going to respond to it, or maybe. But it's sad. It's absolutely sad.
Okay. Many hands going up. Sanjay, quick response and I'll go across to Mr. Rajgopal.
Madhav, when your perennial enemy and your biggest political opponent calls your decision fantastic, you have a lot to worry about. I've never heard any BJP leader or spokesperson in all my years in politics praise the decision of the Congress party as Mr. Chhabra has done. The reason is very simple, right? Because for Mr. Chhabra's party, this is about majoritarian politics, and he realizes that end of day, this is something which is against the ethos of India's constitution and against the Congress party's own ideological standpoint. So I think Mr. Vikramaditya Singh doing a U-turn is good politics, because in politics you make mistakes, you make errors, and you have a fundamental right to admit that you goofed up.
Mr. Rajgopalan, making mistakes in politics is not unknown, but correcting yourself is perhaps good politics. That's the suggestion of Sanjay Jha. Do you agree with him?
I disagree with Mr. Sanjay Jha, because Congress is facing a crisis internally, Madhav. You must understand, because the A.K. Anthony report of 2004 and 14 have been thrown to dust. in which he also mentioned the same thing about the nameplates of the persons what the Yogi model has been copied by Mr. Vikramaditya Singh is a welcome step. My understanding of that is Vikramaditya taking a U-turn is that Congress leadership does not know what the states are doing. That's a pathetic condition because there is a difference between three Gandhis and Mallikarjun Kharge is not in touch with them. Apart from that, Madhav, Mandya, whether it is Kangana Ranaut or Vikramaditya Singh, they are being reprimanded either by BJP or by the Congress because Congress is facing an internal crisis. They want that Haryana, Maharashtra should not have an overlap. That is why they quickly pulled up Mr. Vikramaditya. Otherwise, it would have been a major vote bank crisis in Maharashtra and also in Haryana. That is why Congress woken up to the situation. And why should KS think they've come into that? Now, if you go that, the mass demolition and the bankruptcy of Himachal Pradesh government, that is coming out to the fore. Himachal Pradesh politics is playing on the national scene.
Yeah.
They do not have money to distribute salary to the
Okay,
person.
it's the internal dissent of the Congress that's coming out to the fore, Nikul Patel, and that should be a cause of worry ahead of crucial polls.
See, Radgopalan sir always try to say that there is a problem in Congress. I think he is to retrospect and introspect both in his statement. If he is not able to see the controversies in the Bharatiya Janata Party, he rightly said about Kangana Ranaut. I would like to say that Jaivir Serkil put on a tweet that Kangana Ranaut is against the Sikhs and he has baseless and illogical statement against the farmer. Would you think that BJP is also going for a crisis? Even we find problems with Amit Shah and Yogi Adityanath Ji so many times. You feel that they are running out of crisis. Any discussion and any statement that is happening into the political platform and some decisions have been taken, then the entire political thing will be respected. And over here, we are taking in the interest of Himachal Pradesh as well as the entire country. We as a party always believe that we are for all and not like Bharatiya Janata Party, who has to do an appeasement politics as what my...
Well, on a lighter
Bharatiya
note,
Janata
Nicole,
Party
there's difference of opinion between you and Sanjay Jha right here on the panel. So, obviously the distinctions within the party are a separate story altogether. But Shivam Chhabra, the difference of opinion is not only within the Congress, it's within the BJP also quite evident there, says Nikul Patel. Please respond to him.
Madhav, I don't like to mince my words. As Sanjay ji probably, was crediting me for saying something very, very unusual. But I must remind him, I was only complimenting the decision taken by the Honorable Minister. And we must not forget Vikramaditya, whosoever he may be, he could be from Congress party, but not forget, he is a minister in Himachal Pradesh government, a responsible man. And I think his words makes a difference. So whatever policy he had basically disclosed to the media was a well thought of policy and was a decision of the government. He was only communicating the decision of the government. I don't find let us say minister responding very, very, very normally to the media and say,
Sanjay,
okay,
there's an issue here. Okay, I think that is an important point Shivam is making, and I want Sanjay you to respond to that. In this case, Vikramaditya Singh has been asked to take a U-turn. In the earlier case of the illegal portion of a mosque that was sought to be demolished, also it was a Congress minister, and there was pressure that was put upon him as well. So Sanjay, repeatedly these instances coming up, this is not an isolated incident of Vikramaditya Singh.
See, I can tell you, my friend Chhabra ji, Shivam ji, you should feel very flattered that Mr. Vikramaditya Singh has done a U-turn. I'll tell you why. Because now Mr. Modi is called as the U-turn Prime Minister. So since Mr. Vikramaditya Singh got inspired a little bit by Mr. Modi, you should feel very flattered. You should feel very happy about it, Chhabra Saab. So I think on a serious vein, these are policy decisions that affect society. And I think politicians in India, Madhav, need to realize that the people of this country need to be brought closer together. The BJP must wake up to the reality. Chhabra Saab looks like a very decent man. I think he's in the wrong party. He should join the Congress without wasting any time. India needs to be democratic, secular, inclusive. And the BJP is going to lose these elections in Haryana, in Jharkhand, in Maharashtra, and Jammu and Kashmir. And I think India is going back to the good old politics of the idea of India.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. We'll have to leave it there.
Join the Congress party.
We'll have to leave it there for the moment because we're completely out of time. All right, quick response from you, Shivam. Quick response, please, because he's named your party and said that it's U-turns of your party that are inspiring them. Quick response, please, in 10 seconds.
On a On a lighter note, sir, what we have said in the past, we've delivered. We are not a U-turn party at all.
Okay.
And as Sanjay ji said, what all about me? I'm so thankful to him. But I must remind him, we don't believe in Uncle Siam and Uncle Soros.
Okay.
We believe in Hindutva. We believe in Bharatiya Janata Party.
All right. Let's leave it there.
I'm happy to
Shivam, I'm sorry I'm interrupting you because you're completely out of time. We'll have to leave it there. Shivam Chhabra, Nikul Patel, Sanjay Jha, as well as Mr. Rajgopalan. Clearly, we haven't heard the last word yet on this. All eyes on whether this entire controversy is going to further snowball from here on. Slipping into a quick break.